day 38 and we're heading to Finisterre, which is a 3-day walk for most people. It might be a 4-day walk for us. Hola.
Hey guys, you're going to Finisterre?
First Murcia.
First Murcia, then Finisterre.
And then we want to go near the coast, Portugal, making our own Camino.
Oh yeah?
Just follow the coast.
Oh really, yeah? Oh cool. Nice.
Yeah, it could be something different.
Yeah, awesome. Why Murcia? We're not sure whether to go to Murcia or Finisterre.
Yeah.
You think it's better to go Murcia, yeah?
I think so.
Maybe Murcia first, because I was already told that Finisterre is more beautiful.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's better to see it last.
Funny, because we've been told that Murcia is more beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it depends, you know. Some people like that, some people like that. So
yeah.
Maybe it's not even how do you make it.
Yeah,
just the
sure.
triangle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
From
I
other
think
side of
the
that.
first 2 days, and nonetheless you have to follow one path, and then you have to decide to go to Murcia or south, more south to Finisterre.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure our intuition will take us whichever way we decide.
Yeah.
How do you find it wearing like Wellington boots? Is that okay?
Yeah, because mine broke.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, after 2 months walking.
Yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't so good that he has. Maybe it wasn't. It's not good with the water, aqua. It wasn't not very good. So.
Your feet not sweating those?
Not like very badly. I don't know, but
it's not summer.
I was, you know, it's upgrade from my boots. I put inside for the comfort and everything.
Yeah.
So now it's all, at least the walking is at least normal. But
okay.
From now on we want to sleep outside, or we will sleep outside.
Oh yeah? You have tents and everything,
yeah? Just this.
Okay.
The rope between two trees and then pull it over.
Yeah, cool.
It's enough.
Yeah. Awesome.
we have to try. We have to try like this a little bit. I think. Something
The dog wasn't yours. The dog that ran past, that's not your dog.
Maybe from now on.
Or some savage dog found.
Yeah.
From both.
You go to Negreira today, or?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think 21 kilometers or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll follow the albergues.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Great
Bye-bye.
Camino.
Buen camino.
This morning I felt very little motivation, the least motivation to walk out of any of the other days. Any of the other days on the Camino I felt motivated to walk. Today I kind of had to force myself. I didn't feel motivated. I was moving around slowly. I was feeling low on energy, but it was more like mental, emotional sort of energy. But obviously that affects the physical. And then walking out of Santiago there, my mood kind of like somber. Feeling a bit better now. Feeling better. Some bit of sunshine on me. Feeling better now. Sunshine always helps. And then we're walking through some beautiful woods, chatting to some guys and stuff. So I'm perking up now. But definitely my mood was somber this morning, and the energy feels different. Leaving Santiago, going to Finisterre. Some call it Finisterre. Finisterre is the Spanish way of saying it. Finisterre is the Galician way of saying it. To say so there's no confusion. Finisterre. I didn't know which one it was before. But anyway, it's been so challenging doing it as a family, I find. I don't know. It's like those people say about, you know, the monks in the monasteries. They're like enlightened, but that's because they're in a low stress environment where it's basically the same thing every day. They've got their certainty, the meditation, their solitude and everything. I know because I've done it. I've been in a monastery and spent time there and lived like a monk. But then you take the monk and put them in a high stress environment, and suddenly, if they thought they're enlightened, or if other people thought they're enlightened, suddenly they're not enlightened anymore. It's like the monks in Burma, Myanmar. Whenever all the atrocities started happening, you know, they were pacifists. They were supposed to be enlightened. A lot of them picked up rifles and then fought for their villages and families and things like that. You know, so depending on the situation, depends on how enlightened we are, I think. And you know, once we get put in a situation where we're all this uncertainty, where we're walking for long days, with minimal things, with a family, it can be difficult to keep centered and keep that serenity at times. But then that's the real yoga. It has just turned out to be an absolutely beautiful cracker of a day today. It's like zero wind, sunshine, very peaceful, very tranquil, walking through just incredible forestry along lovely trails, birds singing. This is definitely some of the best weather we've had on the whole Camino. Feels great to have gotten out of the city, as nice as it was to get to Santiago and have a look around it and everything. Just get out of the city and start walking again. Feels really good. We had a choice to go straight on there or turn right up to a trail, and I made the choice to turn up right to the trail. The markers aren't so clear once you get past Santiago. Well, that one wasn't anyway. And now we're up the trail. I thought it was the right way, but I'm not so sure that we're on the track that is going to take us to Finisterre. This trail just seems to circle round and maybe head back in the direction we came. So I have a feeling that this may not be the trail. I've just turned back, by the way. I have a feeling this may not be the trail to Finisterre. Can't be right all the time, right?
Yeah, I would put it there.
Alright, so here's the point where we went off the track. We walked up the road here and we saw that there, a trail going up that way. There's an arrow down here pointing right, and then there was no arrow on this. But then, I didn't see it. I looked closely, I couldn't see an arrow on this, but now I look, I can actually see an arrow. Can you see the arrow?
I can see the arrow.
Oh, we can see the arrow now. There's an arrow pointing left. I don't know if you can see that. There's an arrow pointing left. But before, we couldn't see that arrow. The arrow is there. Huh? Huh? Couldn't see that before. Wow. This is my offering so people don't get it wrong. Just put my own little arrow here for other people that pass. Hello, Baba. Enjoying your walk today? Look like you're loving it. How you doing, honey?
Good. Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy to be walking to Finisterre?
Yeah. Happy to be walking to Finisterre.
Not getting the bus?
No. Walking.
Hola!
¿De dónde sois?
¿Qué?
¿De qué país sois?
Irlanda.
Irlanda.
Sí, Irlanda.
Y ya le enseñas el camino, ¿no?
Sí,
Pillo, ¿qué? A ver. Ah, pillo. Pillo, pillo. Qué frío.
Poco frío.
¿Qué?
¿Tú eres un peregrino?
¿Qué?
¿Tú? No.
Yo vivo en aquella casa.
Ah, sí.
Estas son mis ovejas.
Sí, sí.
Mejor es que vayas por el camino, por este camino, y después sales junto a aquella casa blanca, ¿no sabes?
Sí.
Y después, ¿por dónde va aquel coche? El coche que va hacia allí.
Okay. So from the advice of Grizzly Adams, who may have been the devil himself, We've taken a detour. He said, don't go the Camino up there. He says, because it's completely swamped. So he's advised us to take the road until we meet the Camino again. We've followed his advice, and we'll see where it takes us. Second time we've headed in the wrong direction today. Some car just drove past and waved out his window and said, Camino's back down that way. I'm sure we'll get there at some stage today, but I don't know what's going on. My homing system seems to be out of whack or something. But I felt we were going in the wrong way. It's walking along, and I said to her, I haven't seen a sign, this doesn't feel right. And then somebody drove up and confirmed it.
Daddy, you're gonna have to keep that Mark 3 eyeball on the lookout.
We're back on the Camino now, and it's a good thing that she's in a good mood today. Twice I've sent us astray. Added another few kilometers onto our Camino today. I really didn't feel any sort of completion arriving in Santiago de Compostela or receiving my Compostela, the certificate that you get. That just seemed very sort of official. Didn't feel like I'd completed this particular pilgrimage. And it's once we get to Finisterre, well, obviously we're not there yet, but my feeling is that will feel like the completion. When we get to the water's edge, when the elements change from earth to water and you cannot walk any further, then my feeling is that will feel like the completion. The pilgrimage really only ends in Santiago because that's what the Catholic Church said. You know, they from what I understand, what I've read now and what I've heard, that this pilgrimage was walked many hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years before Catholicism or Christianity ever existed. And it was only really sort of commandeered by the Catholic Church and made its own over the centuries there, about 1,000 years ago maybe. And so just finishing Santiago doesn't feel like the real completion to me, energetically, intuitively. And I'm glad to be keeping going to the end of the earth. Feels really good, but this hill's a bitch. It's been going up and up and up. Where's Victoria? Sometimes I'm walking along, I turn around, she just disappeared. Where's Indigo? Where's Victoria? I'll wait here. I'm sure they'll catch up. We're just coming to the crest of what seemed like the never-ending hill. It just went on and on and on. I said to Victoria about a mile ago, this is the top of the hill now, and we round the corner and went up and up and up again. Stay in, honey. We're at the top of the hill now. What do we see? More hills. Yay. Monte Escolado Concello de Ames. There's some big stones over there. Something significant here. Hey, Indigo. On camera. Aha. Aha. Yes. Loveliness. You're the lovely one. Dee. Coming into Carballo. I think we've done about maybe 15k, maybe 5 or 6 to go, but I'm not too sure, it's hard to say because we've taken a few wrong turns. Wow, it's really coming down, isn't it? Powerful. 5 o'clock. We're still walking, got another few K to go. Just passing through this village. Pretty beautiful, if you ask me. I think we're in Negreira. What do you think? Are we in Negreira?
I think we're in Negreira.
Looks like a pretty big town. Yeah, I think we made it. We were in Negreira. And it wasn't easy today, was it?
Was it not?
No?
It was alright.
It was alright.
You know?
At time you said you're about to collapse.
I was feeling a little bit weak. So I wanted to share, I had a I've been doing a lot of daydreaming when we've been walking over the past month, and today I said to myself, you know, just stay present all day and see if anything happens. Anyway, so then I was walking and it was just like this light bulb idea came to me that I'd really love to be a fashion designer and have my own range of clothes. And it's really weird because, you know, I'm not exactly fashionable. I mean, I don't, like, I might have worn a dress once last year. I mean, I don't usually do clothes, but this idea came to me that I'd like to be a fashion designer and I'd like to create dresses. And not only that, and it just felt really good. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought I'd just love to have a range of clothes that I've created. And so now I have to find out where to start because I have no idea how I'm going to put this into practice. But it feels good. So let's see what we can do with that.
And I don't think this inspiration would have come to you if you're sitting on a bus, right?
No, it probably wouldn't.